Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for June 27th, 28th, 29th, and the 30th. That is Monday through Thursday. Now, if you've watched me before, you know this is going to be the introduction for all of the videos, but I will post a timestamp so you can bypass this introduction. Now, I will be using my Radley Valentine decks for this reading. I will use my Archangel Power Tarot cards, main reading. I'll pull one from my Guardian Angel cards. I will also pull one from my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, for the overview though, I will be using my Waite Rider traditional tarot and my Colleen Barrett Reed the Good Tarot. I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Just remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. So we have that really big, I am posting this on Friday, and we have that grand alignment going on. And I mean, it's not just 5 planets. I mean, it is all the planets have some sort of an alignment going on. Pluto may not necessarily be quite where it needs to be, but it's within a really good distance. It's also, when you see the moon up there, think that's in a way, we're not going to be able to see the Earth, but the Earth is part of this alignment also. Now, so there's a lot of different weird things going on with this alignment. All the planets have some sort of connection. You may not be able to see them. Maybe you might need a telescope or binoculars. And even then, you may not be able to see them all too. So we still have that going on. Again, this Friday, today was the biggest part of it. It will still be going on Saturday. And then it starts to slowly move. They start to slowly move away from each other. I did talk to you the last time about, that song Aquarius. That has been running through my mind again. And the other thing, we also, since this started, as all these planets were moving into this major alignment that's called the Great or Grand Planetary Alignment, this also started, what was it, back in, was it April, May? So in May, there was a waxing moon in Leo. In June, a waxing moon in Leo, and there will be another waxing moon. I said it was on the 1st and 2nd of July. So there's some interesting energies going on. I do follow I do follow a few, not necessarily astrologers per se, but people that, talk about what's going on. And I have to tend to agree that we just don't really know what this is all about, because it hasn't, or it doesn't happen for us, too often. Now, the interesting thing about this, excuse me, somebody's, oh, stop that. So the interesting thing about this is that as this goes on, and we do have that new moon, or the waxing moon in Leo on that 1st and 2nd, I talked about Pluto, which has been in Capricorn, and Pluto started that, in February 2022. It was in the birth chart of the United States back in, July 4th, 1776. So, that was the same type of station it was in at that time. So that has a lot of revolutionary days type of energy going on. This July 4th, it'll be almost where it was back in February, but it's going to be one little degree off. So, who's to say what's happening? Pluto is the planet of destruction, but then it is also the planet of rebirth. And Pluto has been in there in Capricorn since 2008. Things will be shifting in 2023, and then definitely shifting in 2024. So I feel like this could be more of that, maybe the Tower card. Things have to come down in order for things to be built up again. Because, Phoenix, the ashes of the Phoenix rises from the ashes. So just putting that out there. Another weird little thing that came to me that I have to share is, that I tend to feel that the planets, I've said this a couple of times. It's almost like they're getting together for a conference. And you can almost feel the energies just watching us. And it came to me how Earth is the only planet not named after a Greco Roman god. So it just, it's just an interesting, like, why weren't we with that? So it's kind of like, you know, interesting energies going on. The Watchers are watching. What are we going to be doing? We're not even sure. But let's see if the cards will tell us anything from higher power. One card has fallen. When they fall, we need to see what they're about. And did I tell you I'm an intuitive channeler? I open myself to higher power, and whatever it is, higher power, I just say, just let it come through. So claircognizant is, I guess, the other word for that too. Another card has fallen, and let's go ahead and cut and see where we're at, what we're doing here. Okay. Remember to always remember, whatever is going on in the world, in the universe, we still have to live our lives, and we are of the light, so we need to stay shining. We need to burn bright, okay? Even though sometimes it doesn't seem that easy. Okay, let's see what we have here. First card, the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant's an interesting card, and if you follow me, you know that I'm not necessarily a fan of the Hierophant. This is a 5. 5, so there is a 5 here. 5 has change energy, positive, negative energy. It could be either one, but it's a little bit on the stressful side. The Hierophant is the business of religion, the business of government. This has a very strong Pisces energy here too. Because that's really, we have been in the age of Pisces, where it has been about rules and regulations and, do as I say, this is the way it needs to be, about doctrines. And it doesn't necessarily mean from religion. And I'm not talking spirituality. I'm not talking about connection with higher power, God, Spirit, Holy Spirit. I'm not talking that. I'm talking about the rules assigned by government and by religion. So the Hierophant has that very strong structure, that very, this is the way to do it. You don't even have to think. You just know, follow the rules. Okay, maybe life won't be easy, but I follow the rules. I'm not going to get in trouble. But the Hierophant energy comes, and it's kind of a little bit of like, well, you know what? Okay, you be you, you do you. I think we're going to try something different here. So the Hierophant is kind of that energy. It's like, do we follow the rules? Do we follow the regulations? Do we do as we're being told, or do we possibly do something a little bit different? I do not, I'm saying, it's all in love, it's all in peace, it's all in the light. The Hierophant sometimes, like I said, it kind of, it's very structured, and there's very strict boundaries to this. So we could be seeing that this coming week. Let's see what the next card is. But then we come to the World. The World is a breakthrough energy. This is a 21. So we have 2 10s, so 10-10 is transition, but we also have that 2 energy. 2 is choices, it's decisions, it's which way are we going to go, it's coupling together. And then we have the 1. 1 is a new beginning. 2 plus 1, 3. Very powerful number, celebration, and also creativity. The World is, things are done. The job is completed. Whatever needed to be done is done. So what does that have to do with religion? What does it have to do with the government? These are both major arcanas. These are both universal energies. But whatever it is, it's done. Now what we have to do is either we rest, we just kind of think back, we contemplate a little bit. The other thing, though, with the World card is that we take our lessons that have been learned, and now we share them. We share them with others. So, but a lot of times between that, there is that resting period, and then we get ready to move on again. But there is a sense of completion with the World. There is a sense of you've gone through a lot of the trials. Again, these two being connected, that's going to be interesting. Let's see what this card has. Then we come to this reverse card. This is a, like I said, reverse cards have a little stronger energy. This is a minor arcana, but this is the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups, 3 again, I talked about that. There's the power of 3, saying something 3 times, doing something 3 times. And having two other people with you as you all come into agreement. It's also, like I said, celebration. It's also creativity. Cups is our water energy. It's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional, very spiritual energy too. We are in Cancer right now. We do have our Cancer new moon on the 28th, and that will be at 10:52 p.m. It does bring a new season for us. So there could be a very, that things are moving. These two are the ones to watch, but this is the one how we're dealing with it on the earth. And again, the new moon is on that 28th, 10:52. Now we also have earlier in the day on the 28th, we have Neptune going retro in Pisces. It's not strongly there yet, but it is. So that, Pisces again, Pisces season, transitioning into Aquarius, but it's not like a light switch that just, flips on. It's more of a dimmer switch, and sometimes we make it a little lighter, sometimes we make it a little darker. Neptune is about secrets, dreams. Pisces is also. So, Pisces is, like I said, Pisces is about, we've been 2,000 years in the age of Pisces, which has been about religion and government. So, so we've got something going on with that one too. Who's to say? We will see. But this is about celebration. This is lifting your cup. This is enjoying whatever this is. And again, there is a lot of movement with this energy here. So now, let's see. Let me know what you're thinking about this. Let me know what you're thinking about this. And, the Hierophant, I'm a Leo, so it's kind of like I'm a little bit rebellious against this. Cusp of Cancer, Moon in Pisces, and then my Venus is in Gemini. So, and Venus is turning into Gemini. So I've got a little bit of it all. I do have some earth signs and earth energy there. I think something's in Virgo. Can't remember. Anyway, let's see what we have. Higher power. We've got a couple of cards that have fallen on the floor. And like I said, when they pop, we have to read them. Okay, let's see. Okay, good. Come on. Okay, so now, and they fell like this. So now we have Justice. This is Major Arcana again. And this is Justice card. Justice, this could relate back to the Hierophant, could relate back to the world. We have a 1-1, new beginning, 10 transition, 1 + 1, 2. We've talked about what that is, decisions, choices. Justice could be very in the natural. It could also be in the supernatural. It could be karma being fulfilled, karma being met. It could also be justice coming to this world. So let's see what the next one is. Oh, okay. Now we have, and this is good. I love this one. This is the 10 of Earth. 10 again, transitional energy. So we've got some ones going on with that. Earth, Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn. Remember, Pluto's in Capricorn. And I do feel like we're coming to that part where Pluto now has to do some rebuilding in Capricorn, or Capricorn's kind of saying, enough is enough. We have to do it. But it's not necessarily going to be quick. It's not necessarily going to be easy. But the 10 of Earth actually is a very positive energy. It's a very, stable energy too. So, and our last one is, again, we have that 3 of Cups, the 3 of Water. So there's confirmation. So whatever's going on, even if we don't necessarily see the outcome, it does feel, especially in the spiritual and the supernatural world, it does feel like there is positive energies moving, positive things happening, celebratory energy. I'm always surprised. I'm always thinking that I'm going to come in and like, oh my goodness, henny penny, the sky is falling. And then the cards say that things are moving. Things are moving the way the divine wants them to do, the way higher power, God is, things are working out the way they're supposed to be working out. But again, we get the 3 of Water, we get the 3 of Cups, which is the same energy, and it's all about celebration. Okay. Always interesting. Anyway, let me know what you think. Also to, like, please like, because that moves the algorithm thingy or something. It gets the videos seen more, so thank you. But also, besides liking, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications, do all the things you need to do. Comment, let me know what you think about this one, because there's a lot of hidden layers with this, and I still go back. The thing is, though, the Three of Cups and the Three of Water, see, these are universal energies. These become what's going on more around us. So, I would say with the Ten of Earth, and I would say with the Celebration, even if things don't make sense, don't let fear guide you. Don't let fear rule you. Remember, fear, tool of the devil. So don't let that happen. And, I do feel like even if you feel like things are not necessarily going the way you want, laugh. Laugh in the face of the devil. Laugh in the face of the evil energies. Okay? That brings our vibration to a higher level. Okay. So anyway, I will start our videos now. And like I said, there will be a link where you can just bypass all of this. Thank you. Hello, my Cancers, and happy birthday season to you. And happy new moon. Now remember, new moons is a new start. The waning moon that gets to the new moon is when it's getting little, and it's when you get rid of things. And then the new moon is when you start a new chapter in your life, a new, maybe even just a new paragraph. But otherwise, it is a new season for you, and this is in your sign. So really, really make a wish, put things out there, request, do all the things you want, because as it's waxing, it's growing and growing, your energies will be growing with it, okay? So let's see what higher power might have. Higher power. What do we have for our Cancers? You're stronger than people think you are, and just keep going in the direction you're going in. The thing that I do love that you are a surprise to others. That you are a surprise to others, and I do like it when we can surprise others. Okay. Oh, and another card. This card just kind of stayed there, so we're going to kind of see what these are all about. Okay, things that are reversed are strong energies. We did talk about cups and pentacles in the introduction, so let's see what we have here. First card is, well, here is the Queen of Gabriel, okay? Queen's underlying, and all the court cards have dual energies. The Queen's underlying energy is water. It's your energy. So it's also, Pisces and Scorpio. Fluid, very emotional, caring energy, wanting energy, just really going, really committed type of energy, because especially with Gabriel. Gabriel is fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So we have that, we still have under that strength of that Sagittarius full moon, we still have planets in Aries. So there is, Jupiter and Mars. So there is this strength of purpose I feel coming from the Aries. And we're about to go into Leo season again. And we're going to go into that waxing Leo moon. It's a small little, crescent, but it is waxing. So it does have that pull towards you. The Queen of Gabriel is, again, the Queen of Gabriel says, be bold, go after what you want, don't give up. This is the time for you to shine. This is the time for you to really blossom. This is the time for you to sprout your wings and take off, okay? So the Queen of Gabriel is saying for this week, just try, just go after your dreams, just be bold. Don't let anyone, don't let the ones that try to pick at you take your energies and, and try to demolish them, try to poke holes in them. You strengthen those energies, especially around, and you can go 3 days before, so you can be doing it now to 3 days after that, that new moon. Really put out to God, to put out to universe, to higher power, whoever that is for you. Really put out your wants and your wishes, okay? But then also not just say, this is what I want, this is what I wish, but I also want to be strong enough to not just get them, but also to be ready for that too, okay? So because I feel like you need to be ready. I feel like you need to be ready. It's kind of like, the opportunities are always there, but it's just you haven't been ready. I feel this is, step into you're ready. Anyway. Passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. So you don't have to work alone on this, okay? Next card reversed again is divine guidance. Now, this is that Hierophant energy from the introduction. However, this is a little bit different. This is Archangel Sandalphon. Sandalphon is believed to have been Elijah, the prophet of Old Testament. And the thing is, though, even though he was a prophet of the old, even though he had a direct link to God, talked to God, he was still afraid of what was going on in the earthly plane. There was a lot of, what was it, Jezebel? Oh, I'm just taken with Elijah. He was afraid. He was afraid of what could happen to him, even though he was told. But then when he connected, when he just said, okay, I don't really understand this, but I'm just going to be bold and I'm just going to do whatever it is I need to do with this, things worked out in his favor. So it's interesting. Also, Sandalphon is one of the two that is known to have bypassed death and had transcended into heaven. Okay, so this has that same fear, but overcoming that fear. And not necessarily doing what the status quo wants you to be doing. Because remember, status quo was what was going on in the earth. Heavenly source, God, whoever you want to call that, was basically, redirecting and saying, you need to do something a little different. Okay, so the divine guidance, Archangel Sandalphon, the search for meaning in life, consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. Again, there is the sense of not being alone this week, but having people very supportive around you. Next card, again reversed. This is the 5 of Gabriel. So we have a 5 and a 5 energy. We have that Gabriel energy. The 5 of wands, rods, the 5 of fire energy is really about, couple of things here. Just keep going, not giving up. There's things that are going to be thrown at you, but they're really not as bad or as serious as you think. They're more nuisance. I kind of feel like this is when you're getting, on the phone, scam likely, and you just hit delete type of thing. These are nuisance calls. These are just, yada, 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 right, okay, fine type of thing. But the thing is, it's saying, look at it as that, accept it as that. Maybe you might have to answer the call. You might have to say, yes, fine, no, okay, I'm not doing it type of energy too. But the 5 of Gabriel does have some busy work, does have some, again, they're just kind of like, oh, really? I thought I was done with that type of energy, okay? So this is a challenge you can resolve. It does tell you to withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. And again, it's more a case of don't lose your cool. Like I said, it's just a nuisance call. Okay, this one did not want to go back to the deck, so let's see what it is. The 6 of Michael. So we have a 5, 5, 6. 6, it's the number of man. It's the energies you put into something. Michael is our air energy. Aquarius, Gemini. There's things going on with Aquarius and Gemini, and Mercury is still in Gemini, so you might be hearing some sort of news. And it's also Libra. Okay, air energy, it is making plans, strategic thinking, and like I said, you might get some messages too. But the 6 of Michael means sailing out of the troubles, is moving on. Think of this as, leaving the storm, going towards the sun, leaving the hard water, going towards calm waters. This is that light before the dawn, the dark before the dawn, but it's like the dawn, you can see the dawn coming. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. So there is, regardless of what's going on in this, there is a lot of change. There is change. There is a better place coming. It is a new season for you. You need to believe that. You need to also, keep putting that out that, yes, I do believe, I do know that this is happening. Okay? Because even though you might have this, oh, goodness gracious, I really have to deal with this again. Haven't I dealt with it enough? This is more nuisance call. This is that scam likely. Anyway, let's see. Higher power with the guardian angel cards. or I should say guardian angels. What do you have for our Cancers? What do you have for our Cancers? I don't think you should necessarily ignore the scam likely. You might have to answer one or two. I'm talking more, just kind of, out there. I'm not saying on your phone if you see scam likely you should answer. Don't do that. But I'm just saying with what's going on, you might have to answer and just and deal with it. Just deal with it and move on. Here we go. Reversed. The spiritual teacher. So you have a 9. 9 is the Hermit card. The spiritual teacher is there's lessons to be learned this week. Even with these things, there's lessons to be learned. There is trusting in your higher power, your God, in God, Holy Spirit, in whoever that is for you, spirit guides. There are lessons to be learned for you. Now, there are great rewards in spending time alone. Use those moments of solitude to focus on love and ways in which you might give to those around you. Shine your light as an example for others to follow. Seek out a spiritual mentor of your own if your life feels unfulfilled now. So, these are the cards to kind of watch out for. These are the cards that are just, these 5s just create I just want to move on. I just want to move on. Remember, the 6 says things are moving on. The 6 of Michael, things are moving on. The Queen of Gabriel is saying, be bold and just, go after what you want. Have the people around you. And then the spiritual teacher reminds you, you're not alone. Okay? You are not alone, my Cancers. Now, let's see what we have here. What crystal or energy would be helpful for my Cancers. Let's try a good old shuffle, clear that energy out. Here we are. Well, black obsidian, always a good stone. Strength, support during changes, everyday stress relief, clears negative energy. So, interesting. You've just had so many, you've just been having to keep going and keep going and keep going. Like I said, it does feel like things are about to switch over for you. That light switch might start to actually, like I said, it's not necessarily a switch that goes on and off, but you might be able to dial it up a little bit and let that sun and that light come back in. I think that things are moving forward for you. Just embrace the changes. And again, like I said, you are not alone. So the week, lots of really positive stuff. Yeah, those 5s do bring some challenges. But again, you've got some, you're not alone. Okay. Anyway, my Cancers, please like. Please also share, subscribe, and click on the bell for notifications. As always, my Cancers, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.